are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Royce. Good pressure, determined, intense. Rummenigge. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's chosen to go back. Neymar.
Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, they can break here. That is a great pick out. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Baresi calmly anticipates. And he's forced to go back. Costa Curta. Hernandez. That's Rudiger. Neymar. Hernandez. Koller. And it's Baggio. Gives it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And this is Van Basten. Pirlo. And he's well positioned here. Nedved can see things, others simply cannot. Costa Curta cuts it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Hernandez. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now there's a fun... And Royce! Royce! Smoothness itself! A finish of true class! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Big chance! Serginho goes back to front. Baresi. And it's Baggio. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And that's put paid to a promising move. Tries a shot! It's in!
Rummenigge really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So the lead now, and the finish! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So now the difference is 3.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Roberto Baggio! No, he's missed it.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
He's in a great position here. Just eases him off the ball. Nesta is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Cafu. Played in deep. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Pirlo.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Van Basten. Pirlo. Look at the space here. This possibly the last play of the half. They've played it short. This looks promising. And that was very necessary. And it's half-time here.
Japan would seem to still be getting over the OG. It was an honest mistake, and they've got to move on.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che è possibile acquistare il programma dell'incontro odierno dagli stand vicino ai cancelli.
Here we go again. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Now it's Van Basten. Back into the middle. Great ball, and he's in here. Van Basten was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Foot in. And it's Hullet. Oh, it's come loose. Looking for options for movement. Cafu. Drives it in. Climbs up big. Crossbar comes to the rescue. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Neymar. Played back in. Wriggles his way through. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Nedved did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Played out wide. Oh, smashing! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Cafu. It's a goal kick.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 17.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Numero 24. Numero 6. Xabi Alonso. Numero 9.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Numero 7.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Numero 21.
It's a decent clearance. Tries to pass it through. Crossed in again. He gets big. Goal! Just cruising. They are cruising. Certain, searing, and imperious.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. It's a pretty loose pass. Figo. Beckham. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Serginho. It's Pirlo. And it's Royce. Koller. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Beckham receives it in a wide. He rises! Oh, terrific save.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And the keeper beats it away. Swings it across. Shot a goal! Oh, there was plenty on that. Baresi. Pirlo. Neymar. Japan looking to pass their way through. And it's Neymar. Roberto Baggio. Can he finish? And it's in!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. And he's quick to snatch it back. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. He's a sharp little ball here. Cafu. Somewhat off target. Collier. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Nedved. And it's Figo. Beckham. Serginho defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Royce. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pullet is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now that looks a decent ball. Beckham gets flagged offside. Rudiger. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Royce. Pullet. Out to the right. Beckham in acres of space out wide. Oh, what a climb! Final touch was poor. Pirlo. And it's Neymar. Bigo gets a foot in here. It's a sharp pass. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Looking to play him in. Spread neatly. Shot could be on. Neymar. Stood up well to him there. And we're done. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Japan desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Arsenal.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of... Oh.
He's had a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Japan have the chance to go the other way. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Mbappe. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
I think he knew immediately that he got that one wrong. The wall did its job.
Yamal! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! He's got himself an absolute peach. Japan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Roberto Baggio. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's in a great position here. Can he finish? Has another go! He's missed, but not by that far.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Carvajal. That's good running with the ball. Oh, played right into his path. Yamal. Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's tidy. And it's Roberto Carlos. Collar receives it in a good position here. First quarter of an hour gone. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now this could be a chance. Oh, well played, well played. That is ended up in no man's land.
Japan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
In with the challenge. Knocks it into space. Lampard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Royce. Collar. And it's Pedri. Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Out towards the flank. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Neymar. And he was quick to react. Collar. Lampard. Pirlo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Tomori. Nico Williams chasing after it. That has not gone well. Pirlo. And it's Royce. And they win it back again. Tries to play it through. There's the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Collar can be a real threat inside the box. And the the shot! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Baggio goes steaming forward. Good ball, good take. Royce, great ball, and he's in here. Big chance! And that is doing no harm at all. Roberto Carlos. Now Nico Williams. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Mbappe!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
It's Lampard! And he's quick to get it clear again. Royce.
2 added minutes
Carvajal
has been indicated.
gets across to intercept that. And it's Pedri. Mbappe! Now this could be... Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
This possibly the last play of the half. Punched away.
Yeah, very good job he positioned himself there.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Japan really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Japan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Nice-looking ball. Not the most accurate pass. Roberto Carlos. Good play on the left-hand side here. Decent chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Arsenal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Pressing high and with purpose. Baresi. Costa Curta. Japan looking to pass their way through. And this is Neymar. Collar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pedri. Oh, he's found support out wide. Big header! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Pirlo. And it's Serginho. This looks promising. Now it's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No, it's not getting there. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And the pass is intercepted. Pedri takes the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Looking for options for movement. Brilliantly cut out. Kola tries to pass it through. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Here's Roberto Carlos. Nico Williams. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. That's a shade optimistic. Triol. Baresi. Roberto Baggio. That pass has been well intercepted.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Royce. Royce unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pedri, good, purposeful, and the finish!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Royce. Kola in the hunt and looking threatening. Good ball over the top. And he's taking no chances there. Pirlo cuts it out. Japan finding their passes. Chance! Baggio! Oh my word, that's fabulous! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the comeback is complete! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Substitution for Japan, number 21.
We have got
Baggio.
changes here from both sides, in fact.
Royce.
Japan go into the
Number
lead.
8.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
Coming on the field.
Now it's Hazard.
Number 6. Hazard.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders
Hileci.
popping up in these positions.
Number 4, Conte. Number 10.
And this is Neymar.
Substitution.
Japan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Great vision. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, not quite. Hernandez gets rid without sophistication. Hazard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Hileci. Conte. Hazard gets into a good position. He's on it, can he get away? Thuram shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Serginho is there to clear. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Very much into the last knockings. Kola, who has set up 2 goals. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be into...
He rises! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Carvajal. Played over towards the opposite flank. Couldn't... And that's it. Japan have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So, it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Achraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's Hernandez. Oh, that's a key interception. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Royce. And Hernandez. Japan finding their passes. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Triol gets over and intercepts. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Threads one in. Kvaratskhelia! Kvaratskhelia! That is fantastic! A finish of true class! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, what a... Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Kohler really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And here's Neymar. And this is Royce. He's found some space. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Distributed tidily. And there's green grass ahead of him. It's a mighty effort! No mistake! And they get themselves in front! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Vitinha is flagged offside. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Collier.
Japan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Can he latch on to this? Priol. Played out wide. Oh, no joy this time. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Collar. That is a great pick out. Hakimi. Ronaldo is onto it in a flash. Succumbs to the pressure. Well, that looks a cracking ball. And it's Neymar. Pirlo. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Takes a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Japan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar! And again! He is desperate to get on the score sheet. But not this time.
Japan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for options for movement. Spread neatly. Shapes to shoot! It's in! And this is getting better and better. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And here's Baggio. And here's Neymar. That's a danger. There's the shot! He's got a goal! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He's a sharp little ball here. That's a shade optimistic. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Hernandez. Roberto Baggio. And it's Neymar. And he's being shifted off it. Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Hernandez. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hileci is wide and looking to get onto this. And this is Ronaldo. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Played out to the right. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Pirlo. And it's Royce. Gets a good foot in there. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Serginho. He's chosen to go back. Out to the right. Knocks it into space. And this is Ronaldo. And he shoots! Neymar. Neymar puts his foot on the gas. Hernandez. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Pirlo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Plays the return pass.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Kvaratskhelia. Well, that looks a decent ball. Serginho. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Baresi. Roberto Baggio. And Hernandez tries to pass it through. Serginho receives it in a... Oh, smashing header! It's a goal! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
They've played it short.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's run loose here. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's been given away. Triol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Driving on and making good progress. Olise. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pedri. big header! Oh, it's hit the post!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's Hakimi. And he's in on shot at goal! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. Ultimately...